been hard?
I think in certain areas, yeah, it's been very hard, but I also believe without a shadow of a doubt that everything happens for a reason. And so I didn't go through just the highs for a reason. I also went through the lows for a reason. I think,
TEBOW on
especially in
HANNITY.
writing Shaken, I think what made me be able to relate to so many more people is because of all the times that I've been cut or knocked down or, all the times where, maybe put down. And so, it could relate to everybody because, not a lot of people can relate to championships or Heisman's, but so many people, almost everybody can relate to getting fired or getting out of a bad relationship or being told you're not good enough or you're not wanted or all of these things. And, so I think as much as I'm grateful for the highs, I can honestly say, with a clear conscience that I'm also very grateful for the lows as well.
That's fascinating. Is that why you started this special foundation? And tell us specifically who you target here and who you're trying to help.
Well, my biggest goal in life period, is to fight for people that can't fight for themselves. When I was 15 years old, I met a boy in the Philippines with his feet on backwards, and the entire village no one would touch him except for his two best friends because they looked at him as cursed, and they wouldn't have anything to do with him. And he just totally changed my life, and now I want to fight for people like him. His name's Sherwin, and now in the Philippines we have a hospital where we bring in kids like that, and we love them, we care about them, and they get to be wheeled in, and they get to walk out with physical care, emotional care, spiritual care. But specifically what you were mentioning with the Night to Shine that's something that I wanted to start because, Sean, there's been a lot of times in my life where I've been praised or celebrated or clapped, and you have too. You know what it's like to have people say good things about you or to be celebrated.
I know what it's like. I know what it's like to get the crap beat out of you too. But go ahead.
But a lot of these kids, and they're not all young people, they don't know what it's like. And a lot of times they've never been cheered for, they've never been clapped for. And so, when
Is that why you call them kings and queens?
That's because they are, but we call them kings and queens because that's how God looks at them every day in their life. And so many of these people with special needs, they never get cheered for, they never get clapped for. And when you want to talk about, about treating everyone equally and loving everyone, I think the special needs is a huge community where we need to make that happen. And so that's why, 2 nights from now, we're going to have 380 proms around the world where we will crown 75,000 kings and queens as our honored guests with over 150,000 volunteers in 11 countries. And so, when we're talking about bringing people together, this is one way for us to bring people together, all sorts of people, all walks of life from, 6 different continents. And for me, it's my favorite night of the year because I do believe in bringing people together the right way. And I think this is bringing people together in love.
Well, when is this coming? Because I'd love to go to it if I can. Where is it?
It's Friday night. There will be one right there in Times Square, right beside where you work, at St. Malachi's, and we're actually hosting. That'll be at 7:30. So when a lot of people are walking into Broadway to watch those shows, there will be all these kings and queens that will be going down the red carpet right there in Times Square, right beside you. So we'd love to have you there.
Are you going to be there? And are they also going to see one of the shows, or are they just going to be in Times Square?
No, they are the show. It's these proms. It's a red carpet where we have hundreds of people cheering them down red carpets. We have karaoke rooms. We have dance floors. We have huge proms. It's awesome, and I will be all over the world for it. I will be out of the country first, and then I'll be back in, and we'll be flying all around to different places. So you have to follow and check out where we're going, but we're going to try to make as many stops as possible.
It sounds like a lot of fun. What is the website for your foundation?
It's timtebowfoundation.org. And but I encourage everybody you'll be a part of it. If you have someone with special needs, then have them go to a prom. If they want to be a part of it as a volunteer, it's an awesome time of bringing people together. And what's also really cool, Sean, is this is something where we're able to bring together 28 denominations. We're able to bring together businesses. One of our partners in ARS, they're sending thousands of their employees to support and volunteer. When we have all these different people, whether it's churches, it's denominations, it's businesses, it's single parents, it's whoever, it's all over coming together to celebrate life and celebrate people, that everyone matters, and it's just super special, and it's my favorite night of the year.
It was great to see you in Houston. Was that not the greatest game you've ever seen in your life? Or maybe you've played in games like that.
It was a really good one. I think what's so cool this year for football fans is you look at the College Football National Championship game, that was one of the best. You look at the Super Bowl, that was one of the best Super Bowls. And it's been a really good year for football, I think.
You know, but you've had that experience. I mean, you won the Heisman Trophy. You won a championship when you were in Florida, right?
Yes, sir. We were blessed to win a couple, yeah.
Yeah, when you were down there, and I remember when you were quarterbacking for the Broncos. This was before they got Peyton Manning. I mean, you won a huge game in overtime yourself. So I mean, you've had these moments. And what did you think of Tom Brady and his performance?
I think that he is extremely clutch. I think he plays his best when his best is needed. I think that's what makes him really Tom Brady. Is he's not the best in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, but he's best in the fourth quarter when it's needed. I think that the way he's able to bring everybody else on his team, how unselfish he is, how he's the leader of the team. But when I was playing with the Patriots, they would coach him the hardest. When those coaches can coach Tom Brady the hardest, you think that a brand new rookie receiver or right tackle or linebacker isn't going to pay attention or listen up when Tom Brady just got coached? Like,
explain what you mean by that. What do you mean they coach him the hardest? That's interesting. I've never heard that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's open to coaching. When he doesn't maybe go through a progression the right way, it's not like they'll coach him the same way. He'll go through meetings, and he's the first one there, and he's lifting, and in between, periods in practice, he'll be out there working on something, and Josh McDaniels is coaching him in his footwork, and is going through drills. And when your best player, maybe the best player of all time, is your hardest worker, and they will continue to coach him and coach him hard, and he wants that coaching, he asked for it, and he'll go up to Josh and he'll say, all right, let's go through exactly what this read was again. What are we thinking here? Why are we thinking this? And he's so locked in mentally and physically all the time that means everybody else is going to fold into line. And when the culture of a team is so strong, Sean, that whoever the outliers are, they're going to just buy into the culture because it's that strong. So you see all these players that maybe were kind of outliers under their teams, and they get to New England and they totally buy into the Patriot way, and it works. And when your best player is someone that is your biggest advocate for it, that really helps.
It's pretty fascinating. One of the reasons I love sports, and I think it's great for kids, is you learn that you don't always win. I don't think you should get a participation trophy, which is insane to me. You also need to learn how to win and be a gracious winner. You learn how to accept defeat, and you also learn that the harder you work, usually there's a direct correlation to how you're going to do. And I think it's a great